You know what we haven't done in a while?
What's that?
8121 movie talk.
Movie talk.
Now
Okay.
we saw something on what's it called? Apple TV.
Apple TV?
Yes.
Okay.
We saw something on Apple TV
Mm-hmm.
that we both enjoyed.
Yeah.
It was 7 episodes.
It was good.
It was a great actor,
Yes.
Idris Elba,
Idris.
and I want to talk about it.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's talk about it.
Which you had to look away because I said Idris Elba.
No.
TV series, miniseries, Apple TV. Let's get it.
It's Al and Yolanda. You got to be more careful.
We're gonna have a real show tonight. A little different from the way that most of the shows been going down. Do everything with our heart and do it good. We'll be recording live tonight.
We are back.
Mm-hmm. We're back
for
America.
real this time with 8121 movie talk.
Okay, let's get it.
And we want to talk about a series on Apple called HiJack.
HiJack.
Very interesting short series. What do you call that? Mini-series?
Miniseries?
Yeah, or limited series like they like to say.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
It was good.
So I started off by saying Idris Elba is a passenger on a plane that is hijacked.
Mm-hmm.
But for 7 episodes, we watch Idris.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say manipulate?
Oh, definitely manipulate.
The hijackers.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few characters in there. There are a few moments that we, kind of like pause the channel, the TV, like, okay. What would I have done?
Right
there.
Right. And there was a lot of plot twists.
A lot. Let's talk about the first thing that made me go,
Okay, what was that?
So there's this lady and her husband with their 2 kids.
Yes.
And she is so, give me a word. What would you call her?
Mean?
Grumpy?
Attitudinal? Grumpy, that's a good one. Grumpy.
Like the guy is trying to tell her, which you run into this quite a bit. You know that the passenger storage is not really,
it's not yours. It doesn't belong
yeah.
to the people who's sitting in the seat below it.
Right.
It's basically, and it was another woman told her that.
Yeah.
It's basically whoever gets there first.
Yeah.
Because someone could be in the seat behind you, but they got on the plane before you did, and they put their stuff in that bin.
Let me tell you something. Real life.
Mm-hmm.
The last time we got on this airline,
mm-hmm.
the last plane we got on, you remember I was tight about that?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody had a big giant bag above me.
Right.
It's like, I know it's legal, but it just don't feel right. It just don't feel right. Right? So when I saw that lady in HiJack, she's I don't know what she is. She got a little dark complexion to her. She's not as white anyway, when I saw her and the kids playing and she's like already looking at you before you could say something, that sent me over the top in the movie and had my radar up like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What struck you from the beginning about this series?
The beginning, what I knew something was crazy in the beginning when the guy
was late
and he basically pushed his way to the front, and then the TSA person, I don't know if it's called TSA in Dubai because that's where they flew from.
They were flying from Dubai
to London.
Right.
The TSA person came from behind the counter and was like, come on, I got you. So then it's like, okay, so why did she take the interest to come through and she scanned his stuff? And then when she scanned it, you could tell that something wasn't right. Because even when the other people turned around and looked at her like,
what?
Something's not right here.
And the same thing when he went through to TSA at the gate security.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, when he went through the gate.
No, I thought you were talking about the first lady when he came up late to the desk.
No.
Because she was like, I'll take him.
Well, remember the first lady wasn't going to let him come because Idris actually said...
No. That's the third lady.
Oh, shoot. I think I missed
so
the first
it's the
one.
desk. When he first got to the airport, the lady at the desk out front said, I'll take him.
Oh, okay.
And then second was when he went to, the belt which you put your stuff on. That lady got a phone call when his stuff was going through.
Right.
Which something happened to her.
And then the third lady was the one that had closed the gate. And she was like...
And Idris
said, let him through. Yeah.
Right. So that guy was suspicious. Right. But what was it about Idris's character that from the beginning had you like,
you wasn't sure about what he was doing.
His role.
Yeah, you wasn't sure. Was he part of it or not part of it?
Right.
Was he, at first I thought he was a cop. But then we found out later on that he wasn't.
He wasn't.
Yeah,
right.
So.
And his life conditions.
Oh,
see, getting on that plane under those circumstances, I don't want to give it away for people, but your frame of mind, your thought process would have to be a little, right? And once his situation outside of the plane unfolded, that had me tight too.
Oh, yes.
That had me tight. Like,
yes.
You serious right now? Like, boom. And great miniseries, or whatever they want to call it, Apple TV, it was great. But there were a lot of things that went on. At some point in the movie, there was a guy. And when you seen him, you made you came out and said, that would have been me. You remember what guy I'm talking about? He was black.
Oh.
And we didn't even know he was on the plane. That's what made it so funny when you said it last night. He was basically, the camera just rolled across of it.
He was just sitting there.
Looking forward.
Yeah, like, I don't know what's going on this plane, but it ain't got nothing to do with me.
It ain't got nothing to do with me.
It ain't got nothing to do with me.
It makes you feel like, damn, is that the way I would be? But you never know.
You don't.
You never know. So you got that guy, that you have the older guys that are like, oh, we can take them. You always got those type of people. Then you have that grumpy lady we were talking about. And then you have that sketchy one where you don't really know.
Don't know. And then you have the one that you thought was good, and then out of the blue,
they're bad.
They're bad.
They're bad. Now, I don't know if you ever saw this movie where, who's the girl that was in Silence of the Lambs? Jodie Foster.
Yeah.
She had a movie like that also. So did Liam Neeson.
I think I saw Jodie Foster's movie.
Right.
And I know I saw Liam's, all his taking, all that stuff.
This movie with Idris was different because it was more chess.
Oh, it was definitely a chess game.
You have family stuff going on outside. You have criminal activity stuff going on outside. Right. And then you have these hijackers that are seemingly organized yet unorganized in their personalities. Each one rubs you in the wrong way. There were 4 that we could talk about. Right? There was a black guy, white girl, older white guy. It was 5. The leader and his other guy with the beard.
Right, but I was trying, in the way you started the question a little bit, who was the leader? Because there was a little dissension amongst them. And so that made you wonder, is he really the leader or is the other person the leader?
I thought from the very beginning, which we know the answer right now, I thought they were operating on fear.
And then?
But in the beginning, I thought the fear was the task. But we find out it's a little more to it.
Right.
Right. But great show.
And then the pilot was crazy. We're not going to talk about what the pilot did, but the pilot was crazy.
Roller coaster ride. Like, you up here with him, then you kind of want to root for him. Then he's back here. Then it's like, I don't care about him. And then it's like, why?
Right.
It's all over the place.
Yeah.
Even the end is like, it makes you say, could I have survived that without taking a dump on myself? Because clearly you could survive things, whatever. But the mind state, the mental state. And if you remember, we took a break between one of the episodes and we went in the garage and we were talking about how people don't understand. Well, we were talking military, but how certain things are impactful. Your psyche.
Oh, yeah.
You'll never be the same again.
Never.
You will never be, once you experience something like that, right? In this case, we're talking about a hijacking, right? Watching this movie, you have memories, or your mind goes to, wow, was that what it was like? 9/11? Right? We got into conversations like, so if I am the government, do I shoot this thing down?
Right.
Do I kill 200 people to save thousands? These are questions that are raised, and I think the way that the movie was given to us, it moves at a certain pace where you can get in there and sort of imagine yourself in there, and then you ask yourself those questions. What did you think about the movie overall?
I liked the movie. I liked it. I thought it was very interesting. It kept me interested. Like, I wanted to see what was going to happen next. You remember I kept on saying, I want to know why, because you don't find out why the plane is hijacked until about the 6th episode or the 5th episode.
Or who hijacked.
Right.
Yeah, who these
so
people
I was like, okay, so what is the end game? Why did they hijack the plane? What are they hoping to accomplish?
Right.
So you don't know. So I'm looking to find that out. And then I'm just trying to see how Idris' character, what was his character name? Sam. I'm trying to figure out how Sam, what move he gonna take next. And it was just watching his mind go through the different scenarios and stuff and be like, okay, we're gonna play it like that. Yeah. Well, it was good.
I'm gonna play this and I'm gonna play that and see how I get a reaction over here. Which if anyone watches it, once I think Idris's occupation is revealed, you get it. You
definitely.
A few things. I'm going to touch a few more things, and I am going to say go watch it. I think it's worth watching.
Oh, yeah, definitely watch it.
And I'm glad it wasn't a movie, so they could have got us out of there in an hour and a half. And letting it breathe a little bit like this.
Yeah, it was good.
But
the suspense of it.
Right. I think that I'm planes flying. So they were flying from Dubai to England, and they went across Iraq, Romania, or Hungary, all these countries. I never thought about, and you told me because I didn't know. Airspace. Every time you fly over these countries, you have to identify yourself. So why would someone hijack a plane in that situation? Because so much could go wrong.
Exactly.
Right? See, in America, the plane took off from Boston and flew to New York. I don't think it's much. I don't know the word. You might know it. Station ID. Like, who are you? Where you going? I don't think it's as much as flying from.
Oh no,
Dubai. Yeah.
International flights are very different. But yeah.
See, all of that had me like, This is. I don't know if I would have did that. What would make me want to hijack a plane? And we're gonna leave it right there.
Yeah.
Right. Why they were doing it?
Yeah.
Why were they so? What's the word? Where you have to get this done.
Adamant.
They were so adamant about hijacking this plane. Times it has to be done at this time before this happens, and blah 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 blah, and backup plans and all that. Great show.
Yeah, watch
Great
it.
show. I would recommend that before Beast, which is the other Idris Elba, just in case anyone's an Idris Elba fan out there, because I'll put it this way, just a little bit on Beast. If anyone has seen Beast, it's the one with Idris Elba, his friend and his 2 daughters. They were stuck in a Jeep in Africa and they were being attacked by a lion. If you've seen the commercial, you already know that much.
Right.
All I'm saying is, and I'll take it out with this.
Okay.
Well, you have something you want to add?
No, go ahead.
I probably would have celebrated 2 or 3 birthdays in that Jeep. I'm not getting out.
Okay.
I'm not getting out. I am not getting out of that Jeep. There's a crazy line out here.
Okay.
It seems to be very focused. And I want everybody to listen to what I'm saying. When you think of an animal attacking, you think rage. But this one was like
Cunning.
up on a cliff, like
cunning.
You remember when the guy was on the radio? He was on that little island in that creek or river, and he was talking to them. Then he went, "It's watching me." Man, listen. But Beast is okay.
Yeah.
If you want to do a double dose,
go ahead. It was good.
Idris, I would say watch Beast first.
Yeah.
And then
settle in for HiJack.
Yeah.
There you go.
So this has been 81.
21.
Movie.
Talk.
One more time. This has been 81.
21.
Movie.
Talk.
And we were just talking about
HiJack.
Yeah. And a little dose of Beast.
There you go.
Go out and watch HiJack. 8121 Talk. Highly
recommends.
Okay, you do that.
8121 Talk highly recommends HiJack.
HiJack.
Yes.
Apple TV.
There you go.
You ain't got it. I'm not telling you to bootleg it, but get to it.
It's Al and Yolanda. You got to be more careful.